I'm easy, bro.
You nice?
I am none.
Yo, man, he posted in the stew. I'm like, yo, man, you even taller right now. You know what I mean?
Bro, yeah.
When you a boss, man, like, you know, you gotta see everybody, bro.
Something gotta change, bro.
Yeah?
Something gotta change. Niggas gotta grow. You know?
Yo, man, 2017, how's it been treating you so far, man?
We're off to, you know, I think quite a solid start. You know, we're rolling out the singles just from a company perspective, you know. And I'm also building up to my debut album, which I've come here 1,000 times to talk about. But it's actually coming.
No. You know.
The strange thing is that people don't think it's coming.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, you know, not really saying much about it, but that's the type of build-up we're going for. You know, I'm just literally gonna drop it on people's heads.
Now let's talk about the transition. You know, like now you're an artist and you're manning the day-to-day, you know, brand as to who Kid X is.
Yeah.
You know, how are you handling that? You know, now you're sourcing out your own team, the office, the kind of music you're gonna go for. You have a big decision in terms of which songs are gonna make the album, which songs are not gonna make an album. How's that transition been?
It's pretty crazy, bro, but I'll tell you what, you know, for me, I mean, breaking off and actually going on my own or really trying to find my own feet was a step in personal growth, you know. And for me, it's an ongoing thing. Like daily, I'm learning new things about myself. You know, I'm learning new things about the business that I'm applying. You know, so I'm just absorbing like a lot of information right now, and really trying to apply it to everything that I'm in.
Now, the first single you gave us was Mfazwe Pep as we got into 2017. Totally different sound, you know. And I remember when I even said on the radio, I'm like, yo, man, it's totally different. I don't know if I vibe with it immediately, but I guess as time, you know, goes on, you know, the perspective changes. But what was the idea behind that single? And is that the kind of sound we're going to be hearing with the project that you're going to drop?
The idea behind that single was essentially just to go back to just finding that identity in South African hip-hop, you know. I think initially when we sort of coined our own brand that people could really like embrace, you know, on a mass platform, was when we fused hip-hop with Kwaito elements, you know.
Yeah.
So I mean, this is just building on that, where we've stretched far beyond Kwaito. We've actually gone as far as like Abo Mascadi, you know, Abo Sophia Town influences, just to open it up a bit more with incorporating sounds that are distinctly South African.
And also just to teach the youngins that it's not only Kwaito that we can reference to as a South African sound per se. You know, there's a bakang, as you just said, also gospel music. You know, it'd be nice to. Let's talk about the album itself. Do you have a name for the album?
I've got a name for the album. It's called Thank the King.
Thank the King.
Yes, sir.
And who the king is?
TDK. You about to find out, bro. I'm not giving that one away.
Is it fun? No, we gotta fish as much as we can, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but that's why you gotta get the album when it drops, you know? Look, it's definitely a story that you need to pay attention to. I mean, it's not something that is for someone who just listens to music and is not really there, you know? So, I mean, my idea with making music is always just to engage an audience, you know?
Yeah.
It's not really for easy listening. That's why I think a lot of the time when I put out music, people sort of find it hard to digest, you know, because it's not for easy consumption. Because, I mean, I'm a complex being, and if I express myself, the next man might not understand it, you know, at face value. So it might take some, you know, getting used to it. Yeah, that's what it is.
I know you love working with cats that are unknown, especially on the production side. With this project, you know, did you go back to homies you've worked with before, or you decided to explore with the other cats that have been setting your beats?
A bit of both, actually.
Yeah.
A good chunk of the album is actually produced by Makwa Beats, you know?
Okay.
Yeah, he's a guy I worked with on the mixtape. He did Mood and he produced Long Way. So, I mean, we built that relationship and he's, you know, now gone on to produce a good chunk of the album. I've also brought back, you know, a couple of guys that I worked with on the tape just to obviously just get a certain feel that, you know, that I felt like they gave me on the tape that I wanted to sort of expand on the album.
And the success of the tape also, you know, like it adds so much pressure on the album itself.
Yeah.
You know, because the tape moved a whole lot of numbers, boy, on the online space.
I know, that's crazy, but you know, for me, my approach to music is like when I put together a project, like that's my kid, and you don't compare your kids, you know. I mean, if you go if you go into like 5 kids, you know, I mean, it doesn't make sense to compare them, you know, because for me, at the end of the day, music is an expression, and for me, that's not something that you need to judge. You just need to understand it for what it is. And yeah, I mean, the music is coming, and I think that'll speak for itself. People will get to tell what it is.
I guess the exciting part is the fact that you're saying the album is coming, the music is coming, and we can be excited about the fact that this time around, it will actually come.
Yes,
it won't be one of those situations where we say the album is coming, then dololo no album.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask you a question before we talk about the music video. That's also gonna, that we're gonna talk about before you drop it. The state of hip hop right now. Most acts going independent. Taking the same. Leap of faith you also did, where you're like, you know what, Cash Time, I'm all good. Now, there was no beef, as you said on the show, previously the last time we had you, but now you're moving on as manning your own career. Your thoughts or any words of wisdom for the kids that think that, you know what, we don't need radio, as Ricky said, let's do our own thing online, let's boss it up ourselves.
Man, are you throwing me in the middle of that?
No, man. As a boss yourself, boy.
Yeah, but on some real talk, for me, look, it depends what your strengths are. Some people can actually do it without radio. That's a reality, And you just need to assess your position. You need to decide what you need around you, gather the resources that you feel like you're gonna need just to get to your end goal and move forward, man. Like, different strokes for different folks. Like, I could come in and do it online. Someone else could come in and do it on the street. Like, have no online presence, and suddenly his shit could get popping. So yeah.
All right, there you have it. The music video. Which one are you gonna drop? Let's talk about
music video. It actually dropped today. Yeah, it's on MTV. They premiered the joint, spanking new. I think it's repeating throughout the day. So check that out. It's actually a movie that we shot. I've never actually tried myself out at acting.
Oh, you're out here now?
Yeah. I don't think I did too badly myself.
Are we gonna see you doing what MT did also?
Don't
maybe
pull
on
an
Bang.
Don't pull an empty.
Why not?
Do you wanna pull an empty?
I might actually. No, for me, you know what my thing is? If I get into acting, then it's gonna be for like movies.
Okay.
Not soapy or like TV series. No offense to people who act in like soapy and TV series, but for me, I feel like where I am right now. If I'm to act, I need like firstly a big check, like 20 million. And I'm coming in and I'm giving you exactly what you paid for, and that's it.
Alright, there you have it.
Yeah.
Kid X is gonna be out here acting for 20 million. You know what I mean?
Listen, your dream is valid, honey child.
In Nairas or Rands, yo?
For real.
In Nairas, Rands, dollars?
Let's go dollars, yeah.
Woo!
Let's go dollars.
Alright, where do people follow you? Twitter, Instagram?
Twitter, catch me, KidXSA, one word, same thing on Instagram. Facebook, we've got a new page out there, KidX88K, like that.
That's what's up, man. I'm gonna play that tune, Fast Way Pepper, when we come back. But unfortunately, because of time and radio, we gotta take sports.